Okay, so I'm going to continue with the Blender thingy that I was making yesterday. But I'm also watching a stream while I'm doing this, so probably I'm not going to put a lot of attention. Hundred and 20 frames. Just trying to continue this. How do I move this? Shift, okay. Hey Kevin. Yeah, I'm just trying. I have actually tried it before, but not a lot. Just like tinkering with the tool, but I know that they I mean the developers like they knew that the tool was not complete, so I tried it for a bit, but not for long. I'm okay, Kevin. If I look distracted, it's because I'm actually watching another stream at the same time. So if I laugh or do something stupid, it's because of that. Oh yeah, let me replay the animation. It just started very innocent with a ball. I just wanted to make a bouncy ball, and then it became a globe or and then it became this person. So, but this takes a lot of time. So yesterday I did like 50 frames. I'm gonna try to make the 120 just to have 10 seconds, and I think that's it. But it's just to try a bit of the keyframing. I know that there are other ways where, I mean, like, for example, the line at the bottom, or the clouds. The clouds, I can make, or I could make only one cloud, draw one cloud, and you could select it like a regular Blender object, and you can animate that object in the exact same way as you are animating your birds. Was that all stream of consciousness for you? What do you mean, like well, stream of consciousness? Well, I get what you're saying in the sense that, okay, if I reached here, I said, well, I can make another thing, so I transform it into this, and then it looks like an aerostatic globe, and then like an old-timey globe there, and then that looks like a collar, that looks like hair. Is that what you mean? No, I didn't plan it. No, nothing at all. Just, well, the only thing that I planned, it was just a bouncy ball, nothing more. And as I just mentioned, it looks like this, so I think I'm going to move forward into that direction, and that's what I've been doing. No plan at all, just testing the tool because this is my second day trying it, and just to see what happens. But I know that there could be more efficient ways to animate this instead of just making every keyframe. But I'm just doing it the only way I know how to do it. And probably later I will try something different, but I just want to try it like this time. And it has onion skinning, so that option is over here on these layers, so you can turn it on and off. And once you start or well, if you draw the previous frame, like, it remains, and once you lift your pen, then the onion skin is shown. Yeah, there is supposed to be already VR capabilities. It's just like they did like the groundwork. You can connect to VR and watch all the objects. I actually haven't tried it. I could, but this is the first time that you mentioned that actually I remember about it. But I guess they just made the groundwork to start working with that in the future. I don't know who is the person who is working on that. I've seen a lot of tweets from this guy called Pablo Dobarro. He is from Spain, and he makes a lot of improvements on these sculpting tools. So I am guessing that at some point those sculpting tools are going to be in VR, so it's going to be nuts. The Deuce tutorial, I don't know, is that someone? I don't know who's that one. Can you share the link? Is that possible? Okay, let me take a look. Oh, I have to open it here. Okay. Copy link. Copy, copy, copy. Oh. Okay, I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the cool thing about just the preview of that animation, it's that it has like a little cycles that reminds me of um, Flash animation, where you could create like separate small animations, and each animation has its own time frame. So if one animation has 10 frames and other has 15, they will play like asynchronously, and that makes the animation or the whole animation look alive, and that's pretty cool. The Deuce is one of the poster children for Chris Pencil. I don't know him. I actually don't know him. Nested compositions. Yeah, I actually have no idea how to do that. I understand the concept, but I don't know how to do that here. I'm guessing just creating separate. Maybe like when you export an animation from Quill, if you create an animation or sub animation with a different duration, when it's imported back into Blender, you can play them like that, like asynchronously, or well, you have to add a modifier if I recall that correctly. But yeah, I guess that's a way to do it. Oh, I forgot to add the neck in the last frame. Haha. That's a long video. It's 1 hour and it's part 1. I have so much to learn in Blender. It's not even funny. I feel like it can do everything. Like cook dinner at this point. The thing with Blender is just that there is a lot, and if you try to approach it like many people try to do, doing everything or trying to learn everything at the same time, you're not gonna do it, or you're not gonna make it. Just learn what you need. I guess that's the approach that many people takes, and it's better. But because of that, sometimes you are not able to catch cool features. I think I heard one of the guys that works for Blender, the one that makes the streams every week about the news on Blender. I heard him say one week, hey, I didn't knew that this existed. The dude works for Blender. The dude works for the Blender Foundation, and he didn't know about that feature, which isn't, it's nuts. And I was actually thinking the other day that how could they improve that? Improve the I mean, if you're doing something in Blender and there is supposed to be like shortcuts or options available, they should make that more I don't know if the word is contextual. I mean, I know if I change modes here, certain buttons change, but if how would you know that these options are available? I mean, like very specific or very niche options like appearing. You can do this to activate that. I don't know, and then it disappears a button just like that. And but I think it's not for everyone or not. I mean, if a button appears to show me that option every time I do a stroke with a pencil, it's gonna be annoying at some point. But there's gotta be a way to show those secret shortcuts or things or a recommendation, a pop-up. Maybe you can try this time. Did you know that you can do this? I don't know. It's kind of thing like that. Silos for that kind of work. I don't know what you mean. I know what a silo is, but I don't know what you mean. Can you rephrase that? I just noticed that this piece here started to like move without me noticing, so I'm going to continue with that, just separating these two pieces. It's supposed to be a book, but I'm going to separate them. I don't know what's next, but I need to animate a new transition here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, like an itch. Okay. Yeah. Well, in a way, that's why they created these tabs on top, so you can have like that context, that contextual menus on the right side, or these buttons change on the right side or on the left side. This for animation. I think I saw you working on this tab the other day. The texture, of course, or the compositing. It's only nodes. But sometimes you need help, like really a lot of help. And where was the layout? Oh no, I got lost. To the animation. Okay, that's the tab. Yeah. I think I saw the Unreal Engine. They have like that sort of contextual help. I think I haven't used that much, but I think the couple of times I used it, they had it. I think I'm having an idea of what's gonna be the next transition here. It's gonna be weird. Don't worry, Kevin. Yeah, well, this is just like a test, so don't worry about it. I I I too want to see how it ends. I have no idea. It goes frame by frame. checking. $60 frames, so I've just made half.
Nice.
I think I know what I'm going to do next. Gladly, there is a lot of frames left. Thanks, Kev. I hope it's worth it. Well, it's worth it, of course. And it's training, knowledge. Doesn't matter if it's not okay or it's okay. It's about learning. I recall one time a friend, she is actually a designer, and she told me that she was afraid of showing or publishing her work publicly on the internet, which for me it was weird. I mean, she has her her portfolio, but she never published any of it publicly because she was afraid about critics. And I kind of get why she does it, but also I don't get it because, I mean, if you don't publish your stuff, you will never know if people will like it. And that's if they don't like it, fine, you just change it. I mean, if your goal is to please people, I am actually not on that side because I actually don't care. But it's an idea. I mean, just show your stuff. Doesn't matter. You will improve gradually. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's your own style, so who cares? I understand why she feels the way she does, but it certainly is a hump to get over. I was very shy to share my work streaming online initially, but I really got over that whole performance anxiety because I do think by sharing we are helping each other. Like, because I see you tackling response, it makes me want to try it for instance. Sure. you know how I was very weird at the beginning. I was very weird regarding my code. My like if I created a project, an open source project, so I was like really focused on the idea that, hey, people is going to steal my code, and they're going to use it, they're going to profit, they're going to profit with my code, and it never came true. Actually, even worse, no one was interested in my code. So that is a reality check. And yeah, it's important to stop being afraid about these things, especially art, because if you are doing art, if at some point for someone to see, right? But I do get it, and I don't get it. I get that it could last for a few moments, for a time, but then you have to move on. And you mentioned that if you see me working with grease pencil, you want to try it. I've seen people using tools, and they say, "Oh, that's cool." But it at least on my side, I do not feel like, oh yeah, I'm going to tackle this new tool because I just saw Kevin using it, and I'm not that way. I am moved by whimsical. I am very whimsical. I just want to try this animation. Probably, I mean, it just probably until I finish this timeline. I just did like 15 frames today. Oh, what was that? No. I need to change this radius. What was the value? 20. Okay, it's 20. I'm going to try grease pencil for a couple of days, and probably I'm just going to move on and try another thing. And or try a bit more. I don't know, but it's just like gaining a bit of knowledge, so when I have the desire, I guess, the desire to do something bigger. I know that I have already touched the tool, and I will not. Like when you want to try a new tool to do something, and you feel like it's hard because you don't know that. Now I know a bit about this tool, so I guess when I want to do something harder, it won't be that difficult because I'm just playing. I'm not serious. So when I get serious, I guess it will be better. I don't know. And but I actually want to do something in 3D. I have a few sketches. Drawings I did months ago. That's the worst part. I've been having these ideas for months and not being able to make them. Not because I don't want to, or maybe I don't, or maybe I do not want to. Work is a great reason to not do a few things. You're busy with your work. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I built a tool, just a code tool for me. A tool I needed. It took me a month, and I was very, very entertained with that for that month. And the tool is finished. I sometimes add a new lines of code, but it's finished. And I use it every once in a while. And I mean the fun of creating the tool is over. I could improve that tool, but that's not fun. Refactoring code is not as fun as dumping your idea into code. So I also have a record of why am I drawing this? I also have a record of getting bored in a month. I get bored very quickly, so gladly I finished that tool before a month, before ending the month, because if at some point like I start to get bored, like annoyingly bored, and I just stop. I have several projects dumped because of that. And but there are, I mean, the best projects are the ones that at least for me, the ones that it takes you a long time. But I guess my problem is that I burned myself. Like I removed the fun of the project because I work intensively into that idea for too long. So when I try to return, it's not fun anymore. So I think that's another reason why the this application I created for that month worked and I didn't get bored, is because I was not working like crazy long hours. It was just 1 hour per day and not every day. I did a couple of marathons of like a whole day on a weekend. Well, this is because of the Corona stuff. You, you don't do a lot of stuff outside, so. But it was fun. It was fun. For me, I think the similar thing is that I give myself these projects that force me to learn new things. Yeah, I think that's part of the fun. Not knowing entirely what you are going to do, and do research, and learning the tool. That's part of the fun. And that application I made, I actually learned one new tool, and it was interesting. It was just like a tool to create menus, but it helps you with the menus. Like it's not automatic, but it helps you a lot, and it's part of the fun to learn. But yeah. I mean, there is another great reason why I haven't started with my with these drawings. It's a 3D project, but I know that I'm probably going to last more than 1 month. It requires a lot of research, like things I haven't done, like fabrics, hair. I haven't tried hair properly. I want to try that. It's a lot. It's like a lot, and but I think it's part of the fun. And but what keeps me going into, or pushing myself into this idea that I haven't tried, it's that the result could be very, very nice and visually. Like, I think it would be like something that I've never tried before. Um, so I hope that hope it works, but I'm going to be busy for a long time. That Sai Yume was real deal. I know that Sai. Yeah, for me, avatar creation is going to be a really good school in that. Oh yeah, you were creating for beer chat, right? Um, I haven't seen anything for the. I think I haven't seen any of your avatars. Am I wrong, or is that a secret? Is that a secret of yours, Mr. Kevin Ang? My little gizmo creature is running around VR chat now. In VR chat. Wait, what was Gizmo? I'm gonna check your Instagram. Just a second. And I'm going to attempt to another one right now. Your name. Oh yeah, Gizmo, the gremlin. Yeah, man. But so you upload your model and people can dress then as Gizmo? Is that how it works? Or is something exclusive just for you? I know that you say that it's running around, so I'm assuming that people is already using it. Have you seen it? Can you enter a chat and see the person using your avatar? Man, what is happening to Instagram? Man, you don't have your full name on Instagram, right? That's why I can't find you. What the hell? Damn it! I need to see my phone. I need to find your nick. Technically, yes. I just need to make them public. Okay. I want to get them to a point where I feel he's good enough. Okay, let me check this link. Oh, you want to do everything. Oh, damn. Blinking and blend shapes. Yeah, the full animation. So in this video, there is there you are. Oh damn. Wow, it looks really cool, man. By the way, you mentioned that I pronounce your name correctly. Why? I mean, that people pronounce it differently. Does humans pronounce your name differently? I mean, Kevin Ang. Kevin Ang? Could it be another pronunciation? And the gremlin looks amazing. And you wanted to finish it. That's even crazier. I mean, you say that it's not finished, but it looks very, very good. Is the gremlin sipping from a cup? How that works? Is that a custom animation or what the hell? That's cool, man. I'll watch the video later. um. Scout made her dog avatar. I don't know who's Scout. All medium made, rigged with Mixamo, and then customized with Blender. Most Americans say the last name with an E sound, like E. Ing, like Ing. Probably it's because I speak Spanish, so I said it like I read it. I know Kevin how it sounds, but I know that ang is not English. So I know it should sound differently. So I go by default pronunciation, which and my default pronunciation is ang. Oh yeah. Scott Windsor. Yeah. Yeah, Spanish has probably you know that already, but Spanish has like only one sound per vowel, and it's A is A, E is E, I is E, O is O, and U is U, which are sounds that you can legitimately get in English, but with oddly enough with compound letters and vowels. So I don't know. English is weird. English is very weird, and well, it's weird, but I do speak it, and I don't mind. Spanish is. I understand that it's not simpler because of the combinations of verbs and like genders in verbs and words and all of this. So I understand why people do not speak a lot of Spanish, because I've seen a lot of Americans come here and they try to speak Spanish, and they do it good, just like they miss the gender of the word. Like what? And I guess, but English does not have like exactly gender per word, and that's easy to learn. So that, but Spanish has, and it's weird to think that the moon in Spanish is female, and the sun is male, and I think it was in German that it's opposite. The sun is female and the moon is male. And I've seen in English where you like I've seen people going by default and say that any stuff is female, like a boat, you name it, so you have to put a female name on it. I don't know how gendering things on English works. I mean, inanimate stuff. I don't know how that works on English. I was once for the company I work, but that happened years ago. There was this guy. I don't know what place he was from, but he was from the U.S., of course. And he was writing a document in Google Drive. So at the same time he was working on it, I was looking at it. We were on the same room, and thanks to him, he corrected me one word that I confused, because in Spanish is very similar. Um, Model is a 3D object or a person that does modeling, but module, it's a small compartment containment or a subset of code. So that little difference in pronunciation was key to not screwing up to that pronunciation, module and model. But in Spanish it's quite similar. But then while he was writing, I was correcting him, so he said like, "Oh, great." Now you're correcting me, or something like that. And it was a poking fun at each other. But since that time, that was a few years ago, I think I haven't messed the word module. and yeah, it's two different things, so I understand why it's pronounced differently. In Spanish, when you want to clarify the difference of one thing of another, is not exactly in the way you pronounce it, but in the way you write it. So they could be written exactly the same, and the only difference is because they have a how is that pronounced? A tilde. Is that the word? Let me check. An accent mark or a tick on top of a word. So that's confusing. So you need to know the both different ways you can write it by this tick mark or accents, and you should know how to use it when you speak, because you should know how to use it in context of the other words or the other things you are speaking. So that's fun. Yeah, languages are fun, and I think I'm gonna leave this here. As I mentioned earlier, part of the fun is not to burn myself. So this is looking interesting. Which frame is this? 66. Let's just see how it looks. Six frames just to make it slower. I'm using 12 frames. I think it's a anime, Japanese anime, who use 12 frames per second. Not that I'm trying to make an anime, just I know that it's cheap, and I don't have to draw 24 frames per second, and that makes me happy. But yeah, cultural exchange. Yes, my good man. It's so weird, but yes, your last name. I think I try to do my best when I try to pronounce names. It's important because that defines the person, and I mean, it's part of what you are. And have I mentioned that how my nickname is pronounced ever? Have I ever mentioned that? Because everyone in English pronounces my my nickname wrong. Everyone says absolute, and I've heard you and everyone says absolute. It's not absolute. Yes, it's not absolute. It's you pronounce the U like a double O. Well, that sounds right, but it means like it has like an accent there, so it's not absolute. It's absolute. The accent is on the su. Yes. I just let it roll. I don't care. Sometimes the word is actually Latin, so it should sound like Italian. So it's absolute, not absolute. But I don't mind because I actually everyone says it that way, and okay, and it can be avoided. I'm not going to say you should not pronounce it that way. I'm going to stop them in the middle of what they're doing. Hey, you should pronounce it right. Um, it's important and it's not important. I mean, it's just one thing. It's just a nickname, a few letters on the internet, so it's not that. But yeah, that's how it is pronounced. And I'll test you later if you mention my no, that's not my last name. It's my nickname, and my last name is Sanabria. And that's another thing. Everyone called me Sebastian. That's okay too. But you pronounced my name right. I heard you a couple of times. You pronounce it right. You say Sebastian. You have said it right. But everyone says Sebastian, and I don't mind. Because I know that there is an English equivalent of Sebastian, and I think no one ever has said like a nickname. I don't know if that's used a lot on English, like using a shorthand or like I said, like your name is Kevin. I say Kev. I actually don't know. I've heard once like a short version of my name, like Sepp, like Sepp, SEPP. Joseph Blatter. I don't know, but that's Joseph Blatter is not called Sebastian, but they call him Sepp Blatter. But I've heard too Sepp or Sepp with two P's. But I've never heard anyone on English like using a shorthand for my name. But in Spanish, they say Sebas, and that's it. And I encourage everyone to say Sebas because when they say my full name, I hear my mother yelling at me from the depths of my childhood. The one time she uses my full name, it's just for to like how is it to let's see. I've never used this word in English. To scold me. when mothers use your full name, is to scold you. So that's why I don't like people saying my full name. I trigger. It's scolding time. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here, man. I'm gonna finish this stream. I think I will try to continue this tomorrow. Just 1 hour. That's what I'm trying to do. So learn my nickname, Mr. Kevin Ang. I'll see you later. I'm out of here.